Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Monday, May 12, 2014 meeting of the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners. All three commissioners are present this morning, so we will begin with the healed, we think, Commissioner Schulte and the flag salute. Stand, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I move that we approve the minutes of May 5, 2014.
Second.
The motion made and seconded. Are there any changes, additions, deletions? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Before we get into the agenda this morning, I'd like to I was at a conference in BOCC over the last 2 days of last week, and we have been working very diligently on a fiscal sustainability initiative to present to the legislature. And some of the items that we've talked about and are performing and trying to get into the legislative agenda, we would like more flexibility on REIT, which is real estate excise tax. That's a fund that is funded generally to build parks. It doesn't allow any maintenance of parks, and so like in Lewis County, we've had to shut some parks down, at least part-time, because we just cannot afford to keep them in business. So we're looking for flexibility there. Also looking for permit fee flexibility, allowing us to use permit fees for other things besides just the direct costs of the operation, trying to get permits to be used for long-term planning, that type of thing. So that's one of the things. One of the new revenues that they talked about was a release of the 1% cap on property taxes, and get the legislature to recognize that while we have a 1% cap, they don't, and so it causes some problems with our funding sources. Another item was the direct revenue from the sale of marijuana that was earmarked for the state coffers. We felt that the county should be privy to some of that money. And whether the public doesn't generally know this, but the county foots a major portion of the bill for indigent defense. The state put that liability on the counties. In Lewis County, it costs us somewhere around $1.5 million a year. And we've asked that they take a look at either funding it more completely or taking it away from us, one of the two. So those are the things. A couple other cost drivers that they discussed was our health costs, and they suggested that the counties be allowed to join the Public Insurance Employees Benefits Board program for medical coverage, thinking that we could save money there. I'm not sure that we can. One of the other areas, and Christine, this will affect you, is allowing counties to post legal notices on the website instead of newspapers. And an idea to eliminate joint and several liability on insurance claims. Those are the tier one. Those are the main ones we're looking at trying to lobby for this year. There are others that are in tier two, but I'm not going to take the time to look at that. If anybody wants copies of this, I'll be happy to get them to you. Okay.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the noticed agenda.
Oh, just a minute. We have public comment. I'm sorry, Bill. Public comment. Brian McConaughey.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. Carrie, thank you for communicating with me so clearly on making it today. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Brian McConaughey. I work with Puget Sound Energy, and I focus on I focus on local government relations. And just recently, I was awarded the County of Lewis as part of my territory, and so I'm spending today down here introducing myself to the community and getting more familiar with what's going on down here. I have a meeting this afternoon with Mark Anders, who's the general manager of Jackson Prairie, and one of the things that we're going to talk about is trying to get any of the electeds who are interested to come on out and get a tour of the facility and check things out. So I will share my contact information with Carrie and look forward to connecting with you, and hopefully we can have coffee soon. Thanks.
Where are you located?
That's a great question. I actually have 3 offices. It's Olympia, Tacoma, and Bremerton. So the areas of my focus are Kitsap County, Thurston County, and Lewis County. So spend a lot of time on the I-5 corridor.
Now, did you go on the tour?
Yes, you and I.
Yeah, Ed and I have both been on a tour of the Jackson Prairie plant, so it's very interesting.
Look forward to meeting you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, now I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the notice agenda, items 1, 2, and 3, resolution number 14-148 to 14-150.
Second.
Motion made and seconded.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Elsey, Public Works Director, speaking to items number 1 and 2 on your notice agenda. Item number 1 is call for bids for the Bishop Road Improvement Project. Bids are due to the Clerk of the Board on June 3rd, 2014. This is resolution number 14-148. This contract will provide for the improvement of 1.1 miles of Bishop Road by widening intersection safety improvements at Interstate Avenue, paving with hot mix asphalt, and adding safety improvements and other works in accordance with the contract plans and specifications.
Questions from the board? Thank you, Tim.
Item number 2 is a public auction of surplus county property, which will be held at 8 a.m. on May 30th, 2014 at Ritchie Brothers in Chehalis, Washington. A complete list of items is available from the Lewis County Department of Public Works Fleet Division. This is resolution number 14-149. And we are selling surplus vehicles at the Ritchie Brothers auction, and I'm happy to answer any more questions about that if you'd like. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Lee Napier, Director of Community Development, speaking on notice agenda item number 3, resolution 14-150. The resolution before the board is to set a hearing date to renew the moratorium upon establishments involved in the production, processing, and retail sale of marijuana and related products. Moratorium was established by the commissioners in December, and the 6-month period is coming to a close, and we do not have a recommendation to bring forward to the commissioners. So the renewal of the moratorium would allow additional time for us to work with the Planning Commission and come back to the commissioners with a resolution, or excuse me, a recommendation. Any questions? Thank you.
As per our discussion previously this morning, we had some people come in and have an issue with their location, their address being a Centralia location, but their property is actually in Thurston County. So they've been awarded the lottery drawing for Lewis County, but they're not in Lewis County, they're in Thurston County, which creates some issues for them, not for us. So we kind of like it, but anyway. Okay, any other questions on the notice agenda? All in favor of the notice agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay. Carries.
I move that we approve the consent agenda 4 through 7, and they're number 14-151 through 154.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. The first item, item number 4, resolution 14-451, is the approval of warrants, and there are 211 regular warrants in the amount of $734,135.41, and there are also 199 payroll warrants and 450 automatic deposits in the amount of $324,625.15.
Tim Elsey, speaking to items 5 through 7 on your consent agenda. Item number 5 is resolution number 14-152, reappointment and appointment of members to the Lewis County Solid Waste Advisory Committee. The Solid Waste Advisory Committee currently has 3 members whose term expire on June 1st, 2014. That's Don Bradshaw, a citizen representing the Winlock area, Lee Combs, an elected official for the City of Centralia, and Terry Harris, an elected official for the City of Chehalis. Each desire to continue serving on the SWAC for another 3-year term. The term for Greg Schoenbachler, a current SWAC member representing the organics waste industry, also expires on June 1st, 2014. Mr. Schoenbachler has declined his reappointment to SWAC. SWAC bylaws and RCW 7095-165 state that the SWAC should represent a balance of interest among citizens, public interest groups, business, the waste management industry, and local elected officials. Samantha Fleischner, site manager of Silver Springs Organics, has expressed an interest in joining the SWAC and filling the position held by Mr. Schoenbachler. Current SWAC members have recommended that Ms. Fleischner be appointed as a new member. All of these appointments will expire on June 1st, 2017, if approved. Item number 6 is resolution number 14-153, approving the Rural Arterial Program Project Agreement for construction proposal amendments between Lewis County and the County Road Administration Board for Centralia Alpha Road Improvement Project and the North Fork Road Improvement Project. The Centralia Alpha Road Improvement Project is priority number 10, and the North Fork Road Realignment Project is priority number 14 on Lewis County's 2014 to 2019 amended 6-year transportation improvement program. These projects qualified for additional RAP funding, Rural Arterial Trust Account funding, through the Rural Arterial Program in the amount of $300 for the Centralia Alpha Road Improvement Project and $204,232 for the North Fork Road Realignment Project. Both projects are currently under contract with CRAB, with Centralia Alpha Road Improvement Project previously receiving $999,700, and the North Fork Road Realignment Project previously receiving $751,068 of RATA funding. This will complete the funding that we'll get from RAP for the Centralia Alpha project, and we'll still have more funds coming in for the North Fork Road Realignment Project, and the additional funds that we're expecting are $1,644,700.
So these are not projects that have been completed, these are projects that are coming forth in the future?
That's correct.
And do you have any idea when these projects are going to be on the?
The Centralia Alpha project should start next year.
Okay.
And then the North Fork Road Realignment, we have 6 years from its inception, and we submitted that last year, I believe. So we're just in the project, or in the process of scoping that project right now.
Good. Thank you.
And item number 7, resolution number 14-154, bid award for the 2014 countywide base stabilization project. We received 2 bids back on this project. Ground Up Road Construction Incorporated provided the lowest responsive bid quote of $142,199.52. This was below the engineer's estimate of $154,220.98, and we would recommend signing the contract with Ground Up Road Reconstruction.
Questions for the board? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote on the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I see no further business. I move we adjourn.
Second?
Motion is made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. We are adjourned.